Hi folks, welcome to C Sharp Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Although I've actually created this program in Visual Basic.net, but this is a Visual Studio C Sharp program of Who Want to Be a Millionaire. So I'm just going to show you guys how it works. This is 2 plus 2, which we all know is equals to 4. We'll go to the next question. Supposing we don't know what 5 plus 2 is, we can always use 50-50. See that, guys? That disappears. And you cannot use this bonus point anymore. So that. Go to the next question, which is 15 plus 2. Yeah, we got that right. And what is 23 plus 2? Let's phone a friend. Okay, and Ellen has actually told us that 23 plus 2, that's Ellen right there, equals 25. Thanks, Ellen. So we move to the next one. And yes, we know that. And the next one, yeah, we know that too. And the next one, now we're stuck. Let's ask our audience. We have our audience right there. Okay, 64 plus 2. Well, smart audience, that's 66. We go to the next one. 26 plus 2, and so on. That's how it works, guys. I believe you guys should be able to create something like that. But what I'm going to be doing right now is I will take you into Visual Studio C Sharp, where you guys will actually see how I develop this program. However, if you feel you have any need for the codes, you can always give me a call or send me an email, and I'll forward this code to you. But I do expect you to do the right thing and subscribe. If you don't subscribe, I don't think I'll send you the codes. Please subscribe and I'll send you the codes. Okay, let's go into visualstudio.net now. Alright. Okay, I've just started a new project now for this Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. So I'm going to just change the property of these two. The property of this form, I'm going to change that to black. Let's change the back color to black. Yeah, that's it. Okay, then the next thing I'll do is I will now add picture box. So that's the first picture box. I'm adding that. Okay, and I need a couple more. I need one here. This is for my questions, or for the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire questions. Okay. And the next thing is I need 3 picture box. This 3 picture box will actually be for the bonus. Okay, so I have number 3 there, 4, and I have number 5. There they are. So what I'll do is now get the images on board. Okay, so to get the pictures on board, what I'll do is to go to this application called Inkscape, and I'll do the drawing. And I think maybe I should actually show you how how I actually draw the images that we use in the development of this program. So guys, let's go to Inkscape. Now we're inside Inkscape now, so I'm just going to draw out my Millionaire symbols. Turn this gradient up a little bit and change the color. Change the color to something a little bit. I think I'm going to need something a little bit more darker than that. So let's enter number 1 there. Number 1. Maybe a little bit of space. And that will be maybe 100 pounds. Okay, let's just select it and give it a color that you guys can see. Yeah, can you see it? So I'll just continue like that, and maybe a little bit of fill there in the middle, just right here. A bit of fill. That might be a little bit too big. Change the color to, I don't want any. Yep. Okay, that's fine. Save it. I'll make altogether will be about 16 of those. So this will be number 1. So the next thing I'll be doing now is to actually draw a line across here in red. Can you guys see that? Okay, so I will now change the opacity so that you can see the inside, so that you can see the color. Okay, so that means if the player get this right, for 100 pounds, we're playing for 100 pounds, this will be highlighted. And I will save the second one as well. Move that up, move this up to the third one, and so on. So that's how I'm going to be saving it. So the first one I'll save is, so I'm going to cut it all off now. Just save this very first one. So that'll be my very first image. So that's my very first image. I'm just going to call it. Okay, that's my very first one. So I'll be saving the second one now. The second one. And I believe you all get the idea now. File, save as, and that's the second one. Just change this to 2. I guess you all get the idea, so I'm just going to change that to PNG. Save. Okay, and that's all for the Millionaire's course. The next thing I'm going to do right now is just to put together the bonus, which will include 50-50, call the people and phone a friend. So let's start a new page. 50 guys, so I'm just going to save this as my 50-50 now. Well, I just finished drawing the last bit of the bonus points, which is the telephone. So I'm going to go into the Visual Basic Visual Studio C# now and continue with you who want to be a millionaire coding. So let's go into Visual Studio C#. Well, finally I've sort of like put all the images together. I finished drawing them using Inkscape. It's been a tiring job, so I will now go into C# where I will start my development. Okay, I'm now within C#, so the main reason I left this white is because the images drawn are actually transparent, so I need to be able to see them here. So let me upload my image now using image list. So I'm going to just click on that, select image. These are the previous ones that I used in testing the program, so I'm just going to upload everything. I have up to Millionaire 3, so I'm going to select from Millionaire 4 all the way, and that's it. Now I have my images in place. Okay, 50-50 people and telephone a friend or whatever. Okay, now I got my images in place. I'll just click OK now. Good. Now let's just draw a symbol. So make the background black and let's add some black to it. Okay. Well, here's the final product. That'll be my logo for Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I think I'm just gonna settle for this. I think it's good. So I'm now going to sort of like import it. Alright, and I'll get back to you guys. Well, that's my logo right there, imported among all the images developed. So I'll just paste that dead in the center. So let's go into the Visual Basic environment. I will now import that very logo into the system right here. Where is it? There you are. Okay, and I think I have that as 22, image 22, 23, sorry, 23. Click. Okay, now let's go inside the form load. Within my form load, I will now, where is it? It's my form load. I might as well just click on the form itself. Yeah, there we are. That's it. So that would be 23, sorry. Okay, so let me just save, build, and run this program. So now you guys see how it works. Click and run. Okay, now we have my latest Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. That's my own SK logo. SK logo, guys. So we'll start a program. You can say it. What is 2 plus 2? And so on. 5 plus 2. 15 plus 2. Okay, I would deliberately just make a mistake, and you guys see what will happen. What happened is the system sort of like take you back. Okay, and that means you're gonna have to start all over. So I may have to change the position of my trigger function right there. I may have to change it. So far, this is how the program is looking now. One thing is you can always change the question to whatever you want. Okay, so I'm just going to give it a go and see how it works. So whatever error that needs to be fixed, so that I get it sorted now. Okay guys, so I'll just have a look at the system and see how it works, and if there's any problem I'll let you guys know. Okay, now we have a bug here. This should have indicate fail. Okay, that should have been red, just like that. Okay, so I need to fix that. So the error is fixed. So let's just see how the system works again. Now the error is fixed, so let's see how the system works again. I have decided not to enter any Millionaire, any music into this, or any sound into this. You can always enter your own sound if you want. To enter sound, that's very easy. I believe you guys know how to do that. Or you can look at my previous Millionaire tutorial in Visual Basic. It's a little bit similar to C# actually, so you guys should be able to get that sorted. But if you have a problem with that, you can always go to Google, just Google out how to embed sound into C#. So guys, the system is working as expected. You can see that. And let's see this one, that's good. And this, that works fine. Okay, you have just won $1 million. Okay, the next thing is for me to now make this bonus object works. Okay, so let's go back into the program and get these 3 objects to work. So now come in here and I'll say let's get that out. So yeah, if button 3, that'll be button 1. If button 1 dot text equals 0, demo that image equals image list dot images, and I think the image should be in row 18. Okay, now this should be for, that should be 17. Okay, so we'll close that. Else the image in there will be 18. Okay, and that's just for the used bonus. If this bonus is used, then you see an X sign. So let's just correct that. That should be okay. Yeah, that's fine. So let me just rebuild and see. I think I have a bug there. So that should be equals. That's fine now. Okay then. Well, the line of code that I just completed is just to get this 50-50 picture box working. So if I decide to go for 50-50, this is what happened. That these 2 answers, false answers, are gone. As you guys know, I select this, then I click on next, but these are now invisible, so I need to get them back on stage. So what I'll do is I'll use my trigger button to bring those two objects back to the screen. So let's go back into the code view and get that sorted. So going back into the code view just to get that sorted now. We're now in the code view. So all I just need to do now is enter the following right there. Okay, so I'm actually using radio button, as you guys know. So now I'm going to make all of this radio button visible. So let's just say one radio button there, not visible. That become true. That's true. So I might have just copied this and changed the numbers. Okay, so the next thing I'll do is just to set the background color of these radio buttons. So that'll become that back color. Let's make that equals dot black. Okay, now I've got my color in place. So I'm just going to repeat exactly the same line of code for the other 3 buttons. So that's 2, 3, 4. So the command button, or the button, should actually bring back the radio buttons back to life for the next question. So I'm going to give it a try now and see how it goes. So we'll run the program. So 2 plus 2 is 4. I should have, okay, 2 plus 2 is 4. That's wrong, that shouldn't work that way. Okay, that's another bug, but let's go back to the next question. Now I've achieved my aim there, and that's to bring back the other answers. Okay, but we cannot move forward not until we answer that. Okay, we can now move forward. So let's go back and fix the other and get the other ones working as expected. So the next thing we need to now do is for this other bonus picture box. So in this case, if button 1 is 3, we know the answer is the same. So the answer for that is radio button 1. So we can always make 2 and 3. Let's say 2 and 3 disappears. So I'm going to repeat the same thing for the others. So as soon as I finish, I'll get back to you guys. Well, this might be a little bit difficult for you guys to follow, but you can always subscribe, and I will forward this code to you. If you request for this code, I will forward it to you guys. It's a very long line of codes full of if else statements. Okay, and I use case for the questions. I use switch case for the questions. As you can see, I just set simple questions because it's easier for me just to follow. So you can always change it to whatever you want to change it to. So I'm just going to speed up the whole process and get back to you guys. If you need this code, you can always send me an email and I'll forward it to you. Okay guys, thank you. Well guys, I think this is the end of this program. I can now show you how the whole system works. So if I click on this, that's what you get. Go to the next question. And the next one. and you get. Try this out. Now let's give them a ring. That's a name there. Oh, but the X is missing. Let's get the X back on. Sorry about that. Okay, now that the error is fixed, so let's give it another go. The first one, go to the next question. Okay, let's try phone a friend. Well, we're phoning Ellen right now. Okay, and that's the answer. Click on next. You can see this indicator moving as expected. Now let's give 52. Next, 50-50. That is correct. And ask the audience. See, the whole system works as expected. This time around, let's just mess it up. Yeah, so that means you start all over. Okay, so guys, that's how the game works. If you need code, you can always just drop me a line and I'll forward the code to you guys. I've actually copied the whole line of code and I've saved it in my shared drive. If you have any need for it, just send me an email and I'll forward the code to you. I hope you all enjoy it. So you all have a nice day now, and please do subscribe. Thank you. Bye.